just kind of makes sense to me that somebody that's on time for everything is probably a happier human being. I mean, think about it. If you are on time or even early for the things that you need to do, then you feel less stressed out. If you leave, 30 minutes before you have to leave to go to work, you don't get stressed out if there's a bit of traffic or you get stuck behind a train or if something comes up because you are already prepared. If you are the kind of person to plan for your day the night before and make sure that your lunch is ready or make sure that your clothing is set out and already packed up, you are just naturally going to feel a lot more calm because when you wake up in the morning, everything is where it needs to be. And if anything comes up, again, you've got plenty of time to deal with it, so you're a lot less stressed out. Now, I used to be the kind of person that was late for everything, and I was late for everything because my plan was to be right on time instead of early. And so some of the things that I started implementing in my life was preparing for pretty much everything. So for example, if I was going on a DJ gig, I had a backup USB just in case the USB that I had wouldn't work. I even had a backup of clothes just in case somebody spilled a drink on me, or, just making sure that everything I needed to do was ready prior to the event. So I wasn't working on my playlist the day before. I was working on it a little bit every day so that no matter what, I knew I had something ready to go and I was going to be able to figure it out. Now, the same goes for appointments. I like to get in the Zoom calls early so that I can make sure that my video and audio are ready to go. I like to even have my setup for a live stream ready to go hours prior so that I'm not running around looking for a cord, which I may or may not have done the other week. But it's this trial and error thing where when you are trying to plan for a worst case scenario or when you're trying to be on time for things, you'll start to notice these particular patterns of, oh, this is the one issue I keep running into. Like the route that I'm taking to get to the space that I need to go is like heavy traffic or there's construction there. So now I know to go a different route, or I know that this person isn't always on time for whatever reason. So I'm going to make sure that I have a book to read or I have my journal with me so that I'm not annoyed when somebody else is late because I have something else to do in that time frame. That really helps me not feel so freaking stressed out and unhappy is I start to take control of the things around me that would typically distract me. So for example, I might shut off notifications. Well, I do shut off notifications for pretty much all the apps on my phone so that I only read and respond to things when I feel like I'm in the right headspace for it. I ensure that I prepare myself for other people not being prepared. So for example, if I know that somebody might have issues with figuring out how to test their audio and video, I would have like this little spiel. So it's like, here's how you can sign in. Here's how you can test it in advance. Here's some tips on how to make the stream go as smooth as possible. All these little tricks and tips get the other person knowledgeable and testing the whatever platform it is ahead of time so that they're not figuring it all out the day of an important meeting or interview. And then this way too, I know that I've done everything in my power to try to help the other person to streamline the process. So if it doesn't work out, I know that I've done everything in my power to help and I can just let go of the rest. It is what it is. Getting stressed out and worked up about something that you can't control is such a waste of energy. And sometimes when we find ourselves in that space, the last but not least bonus thing that I do to release that energy is to dance. I just put on a song for like a few minutes and I freaking dance. And there's actually some science behind this, because when we get really worked up, when we get anxious about something, when we get scared, you know, that is our brain trying to take care of us, right? So if you see like a tiger, you know, you're gonna run, you're gonna like get the frick away from that. But we're often not actually in danger. We're just feeling like we are, and we need to put that energy somewhere. So I like to dance, and or when I'm setting up meetings and such, sometimes I like to rollerblade, walk, just like get active before I have to do the thing, so that I can kind of expel that energy and be in a more calm space when it comes down to whatever business that we've got to do. Hope you found this video helpful to start implementing things in your life to make you feel less stressed out. And it's really just taking control of what you can, which is your behavior, the things that you do before you have to do the thing, to just streamline things so much more smoothly, so you can be in a flow state. So much love. And if you're not already in the Good Vibe DJ Crew Facebook group, I'll link it below. It's facebook.com/group/Good Vibe DJ Crew, I think. And yeah, we'll see you there.